Hi, how's it going? Well, today I'm going to do my editing of my one photo, the long exposure, from my Rob video. So if you haven't seen the Rob video, by all means go see it. It's a long exposure, I think 90 seconds is what I did. So we're going to run through Lightroom and we're going to edit that photo. So let's get with it. It's a long exposure. This is the raw. Uh, this is shot in Robe Australia at 90 seconds for an exposure time. I have the pier here. I have these tidal pools in the front. You can tell it's a long exposure by the clouds and how smooth the water is and that. And after we're done editing, we shall have this here. So let's go back and get started. Okay, so we'll go to the develop module and we'll get this one. All right. So first thing we're going to do is turn on lens correction. I always click these first. And enable or remove chromatic aberration and enable profile corrections. There's my lens and everything down here. Okay, then we come up to the basics tab. Okay, basics tab. First thing I want to do is the highlights on this one. So I'm going to bring the highlights, like I was saying before. Always bring them all the way, see how much detail you get in the sky, and then back them off just so you retain the detail you want. You're not going to lose it in the sky. A lot of times if it's right on the center, you'll realize when you move it over that you get a lot of detail there that you didn't know happened. And it's the same with the shadows. When you move that all the way over, all of a sudden you get a lot of shadow detail coming out. So then you move it to 100% and then just start backing her off until you're happy with the amount of detail. Like there's some blacks in there, but that's okay. Okay, whites, I hold down the Option key on a Mac and the Alt key on a PC, and then I just drag it to the right, and you see the screen goes black and you start getting white spots in it, so you just bring it back till they all disappear. And the same with the blacks. Hold the Option Alt key down and click on the blacks, drag it to the left, and you start getting black spots. A lot of people say you should stop just before it. Sometimes I like to drag them a bit further. Just I find they help contrast to the photo and makes it pop a bit more. So I just sort of watch the screen while I'm doing this, and that looks pretty good. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, looking a bit dark now, so I'm going to just boost the contrast a bit too, or the exposure. Yeah, take her up to about, no, way too high. Yeah, about, no, just a bit more. Yeah, about there. And now you can see I'm starting to get rid of some of the highlights are starting to go. And the reason I did that was to, I should explain that too, is take the exposure back down. As you can see here on my histogram, all my highlight detail is down there. There's nothing really up here for detail, so I want to bring it up a bit. And so that's, and it sort of spreads out all those, the mid-tones and all of that. It spreads it all out. So yeah, that's pretty good. We're going to leave her there. Okay, temperature. I'm going to leave temperature where it is. I think let's play around with it and see what we got. Daylight, yeah, no, don't really care for that. Cloudy, no. Shade, nah. And the tungsten, that I don't do too much. Well, let's try auto. I don't use that very much. Auto's not bad, but it's only slightly higher than what I had as I shot. Yeah, so I'm going to leave her where I shot it for now. We can always change that later. I'm going to add a bit of clarity. That's mid-tone contrast. So like I said before, I don't like to give it a lot. 20 is usually my maximum. Vibrance, I want to just give it a bit of vibrance too. Yeah, that's about it there. And that should be good. Now, I also want to add more contrast to this, so I'm going to do that on the tonal curve. And one of my favorite tools is this, the linear tonal curve here with the line. If you come down here, linear, you got medium and strong contrast. So there's medium. Now it's not too bad, did a good job. You can drag all of these points down and move them around and get what you want. This just gives you a starting place. If you don't like it, just come back, go back up to linear, and you're okay. You're back to a straight line again. Yeah, let's see, you can try strong. Yeah, I definitely like the effect of the strong. And I don't think I'm going to tweak that. I might come back and tweak it later. All of these you can come back and tweak afterwards. Okay, so next one, let's do detail. And okay, sharpening. Okay, got a lot of rocks in here, so I'm gonna take the sharpening probably pretty high to 70. Let's see. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. And I think I'm gonna move the detail up a bit though. Yeah, just give it a bit more detail. Probably about. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the detail about there. That's not looking bad. Okay, and then masking, hold the option key down, and drag the masking way over, and we're gonna probably, I'm gonna try to give this a fair amount. Yeah, try about 54. And white gets sharpened, black doesn't. Yeah, so let's just have a look at this again. So there it is, and you got the little switch here you can turn them on and off with. There's without any sharpening or noise, or with sharpening I should say, and there's with sharpening. Yep, so I don't know if you can see that on your screens at home, but it's not bad. Now while we're here, we're going to give it a bit of noise too. So there really doesn't seem to be a lot of noise in there, so just give her some anyway. 28. Okay, that should be good there. Alrighty. And then, okay, I'm still not happy with this sky in the foreground a bit, so I'm going to use graduated filter. And we're going to darken the sky, and what I'm going to do is hold the shift key down, and that just enables me to draw straight down. And then I'm going to just drag that down there. And okay, we're going to darken the exposure. I got to set it minus 12. Okay, there. That just darkens those clouds up nice. You know, it's almost a bit too much. Yeah, that's nicer there. And highlights, I'm going to darken them down a bit. Yeah, that's looking good there. So that's all I'm going to do there. And then I'm going to do one for the bottom as well. So we just click the new. And then we'll drag up from the bottom. Probably around here. And then again, holding the shift key down, bring it up. And just move that up to there. Okay, now on the bottom, exposure, I'm going to darken again. And let's see, not going to darken as much as the sky. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Shadows, no. Take them down, just bring out some more of that detail. Yeah, that should be good there. And I'm going to just give it a bit of blacks on this one. Just a touch. There we are. And then again, we can just come here, click the switch and see what we did. Okay, yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay, good. So we're going to click done on there. And anytime you want to see your before or after picture, just hit the backslash key and it'll show you your before and after. Okay, so that is pretty much got it done, except for let's come in and we'll check out, see if we got any dust spots on there. I think I did have a couple here. Wait a minute, I gotta close that off. I gotta go to 100% first. So come into 100%, and then if you, what is it, F and the left key takes me up into the corner, and then we'll get this guy. And now I'm going to reduce it, so it's the square bracket key to reduce or enlarge it. There, that should be good enough. Feathers 100%, opacity is 100. And so now I just want to come down. So it's holding the function key and then the down arrow, and you can zip right down. Just keep going. Check your whole picture out. And it'll just move right over. Yeah, back up. Oh, I missed one there. Okay, and we're on the center, and we'll just keep zipping through here, see if we can find anything. Oh, there's one right there. So, not sure if that's a dust spot or not, but we'll get rid of it anyway. And I think I'm going to get rid of that and this little bit there too. Okay. And then just keep going. Yep. There's a couple there. There's one here, one there, and I'm not sure if there's one there or not. It looks like a real faint one. Okay, and okay, and there we're done. So just click done on that, and then, oh, well, I think that does it. So I'm going to close the detail off here. Basics tab's done. Now let's have a look at our picture. There we are. So it's not looking bad at all. And there's the, oh, yeah, I had a slight crop in there that I didn't do on the first one. Yep, so let's go into there. We'll do a crop. Okay, and I think we're just going to take this one down here, bring it right down there, and I think that's basically looks like her. One of the things while we're on the crop tool I want to explain is if you hit the O key, you can change your grid or whatever to various ones. Here we got one diagonally. I don't know if you can see that. Then you hit it again, you have another one. This is the rule of thirds again, but it's the golden rule. These center two lines are a bit closer together is what they are. So yeah, I gotta make sure I don't do that. And then go, and this is the golden spiral. Also, if you hit the shift down, you can rotate that spiral to wherever you want it. So just in case you ever get into that where you need something. And this basically you can crop your picture into 4x5, 5x7, whatever, and there's full grid, and we're back. So we're just going to click done on that, and that's it. We're all done. Okay, I hope you found that interesting. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I guess there's a little bell you can ring there too for notifications. But if you haven't seen how I took this picture, by all means view my Robe video in Australia, where I took the long exposure. It's a beautiful little place to go. Had a great time. I'm back in Canada now, and I'm just trying to clean up all the videos and that I did while I was down there. Okay, so you guys have a good day, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye.